A game, and they need to get this victory today.
Gerard Arceri for Penn State and Matt Nowruzki for Hopkins as we are underway in Happy Valley. It'll be the Nittany Lions that start with the ball. What has changed with this Penn State offense? The most prolific in the country, Matt, and they're just not up to their normal standards so far through settled offensive possession of the afternoon. What do you want to see from the Hopkins offense today, Matt?
For them, this is going to be an offense that is going to start and end with the attack position from my perspective. If they're dodging from the midfield like they are here, it's going to try to get their players in the best positions possible. And Epstein, a DeSimone, and now Cole Williams at the lefty spot.
Driving right through the defense. Jacob Angelis opens the scoring. The sophomore strikes first as they turn defense into offense.
And the sophomore, Angelis, right here through the heart of the Penn State defense, the face dodge, near side high.
Another 50-50 ball. Here's DeSimone attacking from X, curling around the cage, denied by Knies. Colby Knies with a great save to stop Connor DeSimone, who's had a pretty hot stick for Hopkins in the early part of this season.
Knies putting on a show here early in State College. The 1 and 2 positions that I see on the field that can make the biggest difference to controlling a game, right, is in the cage and in the face-off, and Colby Knies has come to play today. He has been sharp.
Penn State needing that sharpness to translate to the offensive portion of the field. This is their 8th possession, 5 turnovers, finally a goal. A little magic from the freshman, just what the Nittany Lions. And Penn State is 3 for 3 at the face-off X today, trying to turn all that possession into goals. And speaking with Jeff Tambroni, said usually if they were on a losing streak, he'd be going through tape trying to point out the negatives. Here are the things that we have to fix. He said he's actually hunting the positives of this team, trying to give them belief as they continue to tackle this Big Ten season. How about that rip from Mac O'Keefe? Showing why he's one of the best shooters to ever play college lacrosse. His 11th goal this season, and it's a beauty.
Mac O'Keefe just absolutely steps to the middle of the field, low to high, gets
in the back of the net.
And I think Gutterding did that in 75 games. This is his 61st career game where he's at. So he is a remarkable talent, and right there making some important early plays to gain confidence here for Penn State.
Before the O'Keefe goal, talking about Jeff Tambroni telling us he's looking to hunt the positives, although not one there. He actually got that advice from Hopkins former head coach Dave Petramala in a phone conversation they had a couple of weeks ago. Cole Williams camping out on the crease. Well, he's making the move back to attack pretty seamlessly, Matt.
And then Kehoe with the nice cross crease pass right there. Perfect location, in and out of your stick, doesn't matter how.
Moan didn't have the angle, and Knies read it the whole way to make the save. Outlet pass. Leading Bobby Burns, shuffles it across. Here's Jackson Reynolds in transition, goes low, and Josh Curson read it the whole way. Great save on both ends.
The pace of this game has been fantastic. Up and down, both goalies making saves, throwing outlet passes.
4 saves apiece, too. The goalies have starred so far in this opening quarter. Feet in front and a terrific finish. It's the 2nd of the day for Jacob Angelis. He stepped up, the sophomore, in this first line midfield. A bright start.
Did I say I like the way Hopkins is playing offense? Look at this passing. You draw the slides. Angelis with the perfectly timed cut.
And particularly Pep Guardiola's tactics as the manager of Manchester City. And I mean, it doesn't always translate, but just love the way he takes a different approach to it. The constant experimenting, putting Cole Williams back on attack. Mac O'Keefe has your answer. Rings one off the pipe and in. His second goal today. And ties it at 3.
Did I say he's one of the best shooters in the country at the college and professional levels? I mean, look at the low to high shot. I mean, the release point is at his shoelaces. Look at this. Look at where the ball is released from. That front on the season. They've scored 8 man-up goals thus far.
Here's Joey Epstein. He's been quiet today. Gets it out of his stick quickly. 32 in light blue. Calling for it now. They get it to him. Epstein. How did he find the angle? Colby Knies couldn't stop the flamethrower from Joey Epstein. His first goal of the afternoon. And it fires Hopkins in front.
Look at this shot, right? So we're going to see Epstein here, number 32, step in. And look, Knies is actually just like in perfect position in the cage, right? Like 32 here sees far post. What are you talking about? Like, you can't see anything over.
Trainer finds Reynolds, didn't have the angle to shoot. Right up back, Mac O'Keefe, a bouncer. Was it O'Keefe? TJ Malone, the junior, from straight away notches his 13th goal this season. Should have known if it was O'Keefe, it just would have blazed right to the back of the net. This one bounced home.
If that was O'Keefe, there'd maybe be about 15 more miles per hour, but there Malone, a lefty, onto the man up.
Third penalty against Johns Hopkins. To this point, it has not hurt them, though. Nittany Lions 0 for 2 on extra man opportunities today. Malone over to O'Keefe.
If I'm Penn State here, I would get the ball behind the cage. I would put O'Keefe on the low right side, as I feel like Hopkins is playing him a little soft. I think that last possession that he had, he could have stepped in from 10 and had a good opportunity to put one in the back of the cage.
Just as it was back to even strength, the Nittany Lions cash in. Dylan Folds. His 9th goal of the season makes it 5-4 Penn State.
And you're going to see the man up is just expiring, but you have a couple extra seconds.
Although that one misses. 2 goals today for O'Keefe. So he continues to chase that NCAA record. This is Jack Trainer, goes low and beats Josh Curson. Jack Trainer coming back from an injury that's held him out this season. His first goal of the year. Looked pretty good there.
And again, great offense. I mean, this is the result of a number of dodges, creating slides from Hopkins. Now there's no one there communicating from the Blue Jays in the interior saying, hey, I'm the hot.
Maybe the first time all season. A team with a ton of talent that they'll be the first to admit underperformed the expectation. But the good news is the way the Big Ten schedule sets out, they can go beat everybody that they just lost to in the first half of the season if they can turn it on here. Maybe it starts with Hopkins. Great pass from O'Keefe. Beautiful finish. Stinging the corner, Dylan Folds. And it's a 4-0 Nittany Lion run.
Every goal better than the next. Again, look at the space that O'Keefe now has to work with. Hopkins starts ball watching. Folds cuts to the back post. Gets his hands open and then low to high. Individual player sticks.
Here's Cole Williams trying to muscle his hands free.
He's got to move it.
Moved back to attack, kept it in his stick the whole way, got a good shot on cage. Epstein trying to track it down. 7 saves now for Colby Knies.
And he got a good shot, right? But I don't think that's the recipe for continued good shots. That was an individual effort, running to the middle of the field, holding onto the ball for too long.
That's what Hopkins needed. Big-time goal from Garrett Degnan. The junior drilled it past Colby Knies for Hopkins' first goal in 15 minutes.
And Degnan here, a little different than Williams. He's driving down the side. No slide for Penn State. His right hand to the far post. I mean, it is a turnover, right? I mean, that was bad offense and bad transition rather than good defense and good transition defense, candidly.
Casey McDermott, the freshman, fires one.
Hopkins starting to pepper Penn State here. There's the slide, the draw.
And it leads to a goal. Here comes Johns Hopkins. Off the feed from Connor DeSimone, it's Joey Epstein's second goal of the day. And just like that, the Blue Jays are back within one.
And DeSimone, with the hard plant, attacks up the field, the step down adjacent. You leave Epstein in his...
Reynolds curling around the cage. Did a nice job to keep the possession alive, but put it wide. Malone there for the backup. Malone lost his footing now. Somehow kept it alive from his knees to fire it past Curson. How did TJ Malone do that?
Not too different with Reynolds a minute ago, slipping to the middle of the field, shooting it one-handed from his knees. Malone puts himself in a really tough position, dodging to the near side here. Slips. 1, 2, 3 Blue Jays from his knee, creates angle.
Way too much on that. He had a really strong start to the game as Peter Milliman has moved Williams back to attack from midfield. Although in this possession, he slid Grimes back to attack, and it's actually Williams and Grimes playing together. Williams camped out in the middle of the Penn State defense right now. And Peter Milliman still experimenting with what is the best six for this Hopkins offense. Williams blazes it past Colby Knies. What a goal! Cole Williams showing what he can do. And just like that, Hopkins back within one.
He heard you right here, the graduate senior. The right, he's a left-handed player. And just look at this, against the long stick, the split to the right, the three-quarters release near side high. Penn State needs to get back to dodging to set up the offense, right? Malone there was dodging to go to the cage to try to score. You have to kind of be an aggressive dodger to draw a slide so you can then play team offense. Hopkins gonna have an opportunity out of the box here, transition. Brief man-up opportunity, if you will. Here it is.
Skip pass, hands free, and a goal! Garrett Degnan ties it at 8, his second goal of the day. Knies got a piece of it, but it wasn't enough to keep out the flamethrower from Garrett Degnan to tie it at 8.
And this all starts in the transition and substitution game. They create kind of a slow break opportunity. They get it to Epstein, so you start at a 3-2-1 and you cut to a 1-4-1. You make changes.
No angle again off the pipe, but it doesn't bounce in for Epstein. Knies bailed out that time by the pipe, and now the Nittany Lions look to run. Trying to turn defense into offense. Here's O'Keefe. Oh, good! Mac O'Keefe buries it, and it's a hat trick. What a goal from the sharpest shooter in the land, Mac O'Keefe, who fires Penn State in front.
We talked about Knies' positioning early on. Right there, nothing to shoot or aim for if you're Epstein for Hopkins, and then they push in transition, and you're just in trouble if Mac O'Keefe has his hands.
Patient so far on the man up. Haven't even attempted a shot yet. O'Keefe changes that, scorches it past Josh Curson. Mac O'Keefe, his 4th goal of the day. And O'Keefe cashes in on the extra man goal.
And so he said, don't shoot low on Curson. Unless you're Mac O'Keefe, because he has gone low to high all game. This is why he's just otherworldly. His first shot of the day where it's low to low, the release. Big time goal for Penn State.
Ready for anything, brought to you by Old Spice, those 14 saves. Penn State still 23 seconds left on the extra man opportunity. It was an unreleasable penalty, so a huge face-off win gives the Nittany Lions a look if they want to attack early. They do, and it leads to a goal. 2 extra man goals give some cushion to the Nittany Lions. It's now a 3-goal lead for Penn State with 4:14 to play.
Welcome back, Mr. Trainer. The man up. It's just getting released of your Hopkins. This is the 2nd goal for Penn State today as the
hurry here. Angeles down the right alley. Intercepted. An errant pass from Connor Delaney. Kept alive by Cole Williams. He loses his footing. Now he loses his stick. And the Nittany Lions can feel it now. Not the start to their season that they imagined, but they brought it today. They hold Hopkins to a season low 8 goals and march on to an 11-8 victory. Mac O'Keefe 4 goals, Colby Knies 15 saves as they swarm the veteran keeper. This is